turn, it's just all I'm full of, all I'm trouble. Drop up a everyone keep asking, wow.
Care.
Music from the street. Let's go. Every night something system play. DJs and I just like it that way.
Caring for who?
And some of them special request to this your passing. And
One.
passing. But you would have been passing. And some of them special request to this your passing. And that they passing. But they would have been passing. Everyone keep asking, what? Old man and old lady asking, what? Let me take another trip to New York. And when they check it out, every dancer car. It's too black, I can't get no place to walk. Everything drink off, can't find back with a car. Everyone keep asking, what's up? He's a dancer, and don't I have. Everyone keep asking, what's up? Listen to man, that's what I want the boss and this. Jeez. Are you touching the solo? No, boss.
Let me tell you that.
Yes, sir.
He don't like to tell them in Negro because them is rent.
When the officer said the trade them is for rent, I'm going to pay the rent right now, boss. With something.
Oh boy, I love it. See the talent that we have. Even though we are facing some serious challenge right now. Me no know. Hey, welcome to the Blacknificent show here on the galaxy of we.net. Welcome to all those who are in tune, all those who are online with us. Welcome. Please share your link and how you get through, right? Because I'm sure that I shall be receiving calls throughout the show. And I'm inquiring how they can get to listen to the show and da. Anyhow, let's give you some additional places that you can listen to the show right now. GalaxyForWe.net on the Facebook. Blacknificent Radio Show on the Facebook. And Blacknificent Radio Show on the YouTube as well. Okay? And there you shall see my millionated face, wash and brush and crush, ready for you. Yeah, so please come and join us on there, live and direct, and we can go there. So you can also contact us, and yes, as you know, the phone lines are still operational. Everything is operational the same way. It's just how to link us directly and hear what go on. Right? So if you want to link us, the numbers are the same, which is 0203-289-6504. That is 0203-289-6504. Right? And if you want to send a text message, which I just heard, okay, I shall be looking into that one and see what go on there. It is 07947 479 219. That is 07947 479 219. Let's see if we can get it up to at least 200 on the visual, right? So that would be both on the YouTubes and the Facebooks as well, right? If you want to listen in, you know. And as we get to the midday as well, woo! As we get to the midday, we'll be going through our midday meditation this strong here. Pain control, pain control, pain control. Oh, the pain. The silent sufferers, those who are in it and they don't even realize it. Those who have had tension over the years and we don't even realize it because it's been that steady increase, and then all of a sudden, bust, pain lick you and you just can't let it go. Huh? Or you feel say you can't let it go. We're going to go through a form of meditation this strong, and we're going to be seeing if we can alleviate some of the pressure, right? That's so too. But in the meantime, I'd like to give out a thank you to all the presenters here on Galaxy, all the DJ them, music on personaros, right? That we have, yes or two, right? The mathematicians, the spiritual guiders as well, right? The I won't even say medication doctor them, right? They're herbalists, original herbalists. I am of this world, so therefore the world should be looking for me in them ways there, right? So we are the in between. We are the personification of what the whole of this thing here. So is this is why we are Blacknificent. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't hate me because what? We are just beautiful. We are beautiful. Not true. Not true. We are beautiful. Every day and in every way, we are beautiful. And don't let them tell you any different either. Right? We're gonna be journeying as well, because I've been invited. I was invited to a meeting, and it is interesting to be amongst those that are really vampires of our culture, vampires of the place that we love and that we have drawn to our hearts, Africa. And yet, when it comes to, okay then, let's share. Let's share. And then all of a sudden, oh, no, that's not what we mean. And then you just listen. And the amount that you hear when you are just listening, listen to what is being said and listen to how it's being said. How it's being said. GalaxyAfawi.net, the only de-brainwashing station. We are worldwide. We are known. We are heard. We are listened to. We are appreciated by so many. We may not even realize how necessary we are. You may not realize that, but I'm going to tell you now. We are a serious force to be reckoned with right here on the GalaxyForWe.net. Stand firm, no matter where you're there, no matter who you're with. We are the GalaxyForWe.net.
Somebody waterhouse, firehouse. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Somebody firehouse. calling water, fire also. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Some calling fire, water also. You got that? The eyes are staring, they are comparing the difference between I and you. They're trying to say, but we can't chat to it, trying to find I. Oh yeah, some call it water, fire on stop. Oh yeah, some call it fire, water on stop. Look at that, look at that. Some call it water, fire on stop. Oh yeah, some call it fire, water on stop. Then one day the fire get hot, it won't start to burn, and the people were all in confusion. Nothing will fill the air in this yard. They never know it needed what for to survive. So call it water, fire won't stop. So call it fire, water won't stop. Oh yeah, so call it water, fire won't stop. So call it fire, water won't stop. Take a little walk down on the gully bank. We just take brother him still a fight. Come let us share this small muscle. Let's give Jah thanks and praise for living another day. For Rastafari know it all day, and he shall lead the way. Oh yeah. Fire won't stop. Oh yeah, somebody fire, water won't stop.
Yes. Welcome to the Magnificent Show, Blacknificent Show here on the galaxy.net. Welcome one and all, welcome one and all. What can I say? What can I do? What can we do? Let me tell you something. When I say we're under pressure, we're under pressure. The challenge of life is here for us. And we have the tools. It's only for us to activate them. It's just for us to activate them and make sure, say, that we are the ones who are in control of what needs to be taught and how we need to be taught. No excuses. No excuses anymore. It's time for we to stand up on our own and show them say, no. After we time now. After we time. Galaxy. After we.net.
The difference between I and you.
And the reason why we visit these things time and time and time again is because just like any food of sustenance, right? We could eat that dish, not just the one time, but it comes through many times, many times. We have the beauty that we are of this planet. So therefore we have the variety of fruits, the variety of difference right around this planet for us to enjoy, to indulge, to rejuvenate even, right? There are those, remember, there are those that take this thing to a level of they only indulge in eating because it is necessary to sustain the life form. And that's it. They don't allow themselves or they control themselves to such an extent that they don't engage outside of what is absolutely necessary. What type of life is that? What type of life is that? Imagine that you have a life and you are living and you are restricted. You are restricted in expressing yourself. You are ordered that which you find natural, that which is you would find interesting, would not be of your concern, would not be to your liking, because the laws and rules of that society does not allow you to be part of that. So therefore, why are you looking to be part of that? And this is the thing, this is the state which most of us are facing at this particular time. We have not got the choice, or we have been led to believe that we have no choice. The choice and freedom of living a life of liberation. Oh, no. That's not good enough. You are not capable of living your life in that liberated way. No. That would be wrong of us to allow you to live in them ways there. It would be wrong for us to allow you to live in them type of ways there. Right? And if we allow you to live like that, what control do we have? This is what the society leaders are saying. This is what they are living by. And they're expecting you to allow them to dictate to you how you should live your life. Yeah? Let me tell you something. A few days ago, I attended a meeting. And what we did was, no, sorry. Let me take it from the beginning. Hold on. Hold this from there. Right. Attended this meeting. I was invited to go to this meeting. And the discussion was on 3 points in Africa. Right? The Congo, Sudan, and Lebanon. Now, we know through being here as the family, the Galaxy family, the decimation that has been inflicted upon those in various areas because of their liberated views, actions, right? And we've seen the success of societal development was far beyond anything offered from any other society. In fact, they were looked upon as the world leaders. And because of them being the world leaders in what they were doing and their way of doing things, they were looked upon and scorned, demonized, put into the category of they are looking to destroy the world. But yet their actions didn't prove like that. It didn't show like that. The actions didn't show like that. In fact, anybody who was living within that system and accepted, because it's not everybody who was there that accepted what the society norms were. Not everybody accepted that. But those who did reaped the benefits of it. Right? It wasn't a discriminatory. It was if you participate, no matter at what level, as long as you do your best, you would be rewarded such like. Right? If there's any form of profits that is made, it would be shared equally right throughout the nation. Yeah? It would be shared in that way. But yet, the outside influences by society, but society's views of them was it was done in such a decimating way that we were the ones who saw what was happening and what the views of the leaders of our society that most of us are living in took towards those people who were living in a liberated state. Not only that, they've had places that has been in subjugation for 40, 90 odd years. Yeah, 90 odd years, right? And they still want to keep them in that state of subjugation, right? The Congo. And they're saying it is fair in their treatment towards these Congolese. Why? Because they want the mineral wealth of the land that these Congolese live on and have lived on for thousands of years in their existence prior to the influence of any other society. Right? That is what they want to do. Sudan. We've seen the decimation of their society. Why? Because they've had a dictatorial society for so long, and yet the leaders there have no interest for the local people. They are showing that they have no desire for the development of their local people. In fact, they live in a state of, well, I'm the leader, and therefore, who cares about anybody else? Who cares? And this is why they are having, right now, they're having those sporadic calls for action, and actions that's been taken by the people there. You know? So what is it that we have to do? What is it that they have to do? What is it that they have to do? They have spoken. They have taken the actions. They are taking the actions. They are taking the actions right now to make it be known what they are feeling, how they are feeling. Their pain that they're feeling right now is hurting the world to such an extent that some are blind to what is happening. In fact, they are distracted. They're distracted by other worlds, and for whatever happens around the world, right? Decimation and loss of life. Decimation and loss of life, right, is a terrible thing. No matter where you're around the world, no matter where, right? We are very fortunate in some of our cases that we could be living in a place that we can actually go to bed and close both our eyes and sleep in peace. We can sleep in peace and wake up with the thought of enjoyment of the following day with our families, with our friends. We could even go to work, earn our money, and come back and share amongst our people, share amongst ourselves, and to live a form of life without the thought of the possibility of you losing your life just by opening your front door. Yes, or saying the wrong thing. being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the thoughts of somebody else who is jealous of you because you are happy on that day, that you will lose your life because they will inform others who will come to you, question you, arrest you, take you away. And whatever happens, happens. Yes, that's the type of things that happen. Women lose their lives. Men lose their lives just on the thought of that. Weak-mindedness. But still, what do we do? What can we do? Grand Risings, my brother, Grand Risings.
Grand Rising, Brother Austin. How are you?
I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. I'm enjoying this time of year right now, you know, because it's a deep self-examination time, you know, to just to balance yourself where you're there. So you ask those questions. The quality of the questions reveals the quality of the answers. You understand? So you might find me rambling a bit today, but it's necessary to go down that journey, you know. It absolutely does. And how are you, my brother?
I'm doing very well. I'm excellent, you know, and I've got good health, and yeah, it's all good, all good. I can't complain.
That's brilliant. And your family's doing well as well?
Yeah, family's back home in Ghana doing great. Yeah, everyone's fine. Yeah, despite everyone's fine. Yeah, managing. Yeah.
That's good. That's good to hear. What would you like to share with us today, my brother?
Yeah, I've got another Zoom call, so I won't be too long. But I just wanted to put down to a family that just recently it was in the papers. I don't know if people saw this, the family saw this, but the Church of England, you know, that had one of the biggest prisons, I would say, not slave plantation, but prisons during Al Mangamizi. It was called the Coddington Estate in Barbados. And this estate made a massive amount of money from the brutalization, child trafficking of our ancestors. And they are one of those institutions that have got some kind of guilt-ridden complex in them, to the extent that now the Archbishop Roby has decided that the Church of England, of which he's head of, technically he's not technically head, because the head of is the King of England, but he's the second in command, so to speak.
That's right.
He has decided that the Church of England will give £100 million towards a quote-unquote healing, repair and justice fund. Now, on the back of it, there's going to be a meeting tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, 8th of March at 2 p.m. Zoom meeting. Now, I got this even from my brother Toyin. Toyin is a very, very conscious brother, and he was part of
the one who went to the Westminster Abbey.
That's the one.
And
2007.
And tell the Queen about herself.
That's right. That's right. He was one that sent me this information about this meeting tomorrow. Now, you know, I'm actually going to be in London. I'm actually going to see Brother Alkali. I'm going to get a concession with Brother Alkali, so I will be in London, but I don't know if I'll be able to attend. So I want to give people out there the Zoom details of the meeting, so that when it's two, they can log in and, you know, discuss, you know, this outcome of this £100 million, because for me, it's a slap in the face. And because the Church of England, when the compensation drive was being made between 1830 and 1839, they got the equivalent of more than £1 billion. You know, so this £100 million for me is a smack in the face.
Well, the thing is that when you say they had the proceeds of over what it was 100 billion.
No, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
In today's money, $1 billion. In today's money, $1 billion.
Right. Oh, it's in equivalent of today's monies, right? They got compensated.
Yeah.
$1 billion. Yes. Right. Yeah. Okay then. All right then. Yeah. Because I was going to say, but if that was what they received back then, what would have been the equivalent of that now? You understand? So yeah. Okay then. All right then. All right. Yeah. Okay then.
So I just want to give
Continue.
people
Continue.
the Zoom details so that they can log on and join the meeting and also put their opinions and views across, because it's important, because I can see there's about 5. I've got this picture in front of me of this so-called committee, this the oversight group, independent of the Church Commission. So this group is an independent group that made recommendations to the Church of England that enabled the Church of England, i.e. Archbishop Roby, to come with this figure of 100 million as some kind of compensation reparations. So as I see, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 African people. 2 of them are pastors. One of them also is one of our sisters there. But let me give people the details so they can partake in the meeting, because it's important that African people, so-called black people, take part in the meeting, because it's important that we give our views and opinions as to this 100 million that's been sort of proposed by the Church of England. So the meeting ID then is 838
838
838 4297 2376.
Yes.
That's the meeting ID. I'll repeat again. 838 4297 2376. Okay, and then when you get the meeting ID, you'll be asked for a passcode.
Yes.
And that passcode is 53 40
Yes.
36.
Okay.
So again, the passcode is 534036. Now, when you put in that passcode, that will direct you straight to the session. Yeah, there's no registration that's needed. So all you need is the login ID, or the meeting ID that I've given you. Then after you put in the meeting ID, you'll be required to put in the passcode, which is 534036. Then once you put it in and enter it, you'll be directed straight to the meeting.
Okay.
So I'm just advising family, friends, and enemies to log on to the tomorrow's meeting, and particularly our own people, to give your views and opinions as what you think the Church of England's response should be. And if you're happy with the 100 million, explain why. If you're not happy with the 100 million, again, explain what you think the money should go into, and let these people have more of the brainstorming before they come up with their final offer. I just wanted to put that there for the family.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
And that is exactly the ethos of the meeting that I attended.
Okay.
Right? Because when I attended, I was invited to this meeting for a couple of weeks now. And it was based. The meeting was scheduled to happen in Goldsmith University.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So when I attended, I'm expecting it's going to be well attended, because it's important issues. So it was talking about the commerce. It was basically they were focusing on the commerce of the Congo, Sudan, and Libya, right? And then what happened is that for whatever reason, there was only a few of us who was actually there in attendance, but fortunately, I would say that the ministers they actually turned up, right? So there was 3 of them, and they were directly linked with the major commerce and international commerce that was happening within the African continent, right? So as I thought to myself, I could ask them each 10 different questions, right? I said, but I want to hear what they're going to say and what our involvement is. So I didn't pressure them. I just said, I asked, would I be able to document it, right, with video and audio, and they said yes, that's no problem. I went, okay, great.
Mhm.
And then I explained who I was. That I'm a presenter on Galaxy station, who's a community based radio station, right? And they said yes, that's no problem. And I said okay then. But you could see from the fact that I've mentioned that their body language towards me was, I don't really want to engage with you, but you're there, right? So I said okay, no problem. So they all spoke, and they all spoke with their plum in their mouth and everything else. And then fortunately, because this person who put together this meeting, right,
Yep.
emphasized that he had other callers who were from those places, and they were notarized business people as well, right?
Mm.
And if anything, they were more qualified than what was sitting in there, and these were the ministers, right? And then when they said, what their intentions are, what they're actually doing now at the moment, and they said that we want to extend the invitation for participation from the diaspora, right?
Mm.
But unfortunately, it's been restricted by visas and other constraints from the British government. So, in other words, they're funneling the interest and business, right,
Mm.
for their use, but not allowing other interests to be involved in the process of development as well,
Mm.
right? And then I looked at them like this, right? And then after we had the meeting and everything, and I said to them, of course, there's 2 points I would like to point out. And I said, where is your development, right? And why did you mention or not mention any involvement of the new generation that is coming through, which is extremely vital for the development of any society, right? And I'm gonna tell you now, it was like switching on the light and the cockroaches running. literally, right? And I thought to myself, wow, look at this. Look at this. We hear about it and we see it. And you can see it for what it is, And it is, and as I said, it was a big shame for me anyhow, right? To just sit down there and just listen to the way how they were just pontification all their way right through it. Oh, look what I've done, and this is what I've been doing.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking, what are we here to talk about? What are we here to talk about? You understand? Right? And then I thought, wow, okay. This is what we're.
That's what I'm saying. They have their agenda set. That's what I'm saying. That it's vitally important that we are able to actually go to our meeting and speak our mind, because that committee, so-called independent committee, with those Africans in there, right? Then they're necessarily speaking on our behalf or claim to speak on our behalf. So I think it would be great if I'll do my best to log in tomorrow, but if people can actually go to the meeting, that'll be great.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just sign up for now, and then like I said, I may come back later on because I've got a Zoom meeting right now.
Okay then. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing that. We would appreciate if you could send it on the WhatsApp as well, right? And then we could share that information out. Okay.
Okay. What's the WhatsApp number then?
Right. The WhatsApp number is 079, the same as the text number, 079.
Okay. So can I do it on WhatsApp then? Can I send it via WhatsApp?
Yes, you can. Right.
Okay. So WhatsApp. So Galaxy WhatsApp.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's 079.
Yeah.
47.
Yeah.
479.
Yeah.
219. Right. It's the same.
079 47 479-219. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as the text number as well. So
Cool.
it will all come through there. But
Okay.
it all depends what platform you use to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. If you can also mention it during your show, that'd be great as well, please.
Yes, I will do.
All right.
All right.
Give
Thank
thanks.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Give thanks.
Right, we have a call. We have the caller on the WhatsApp line, text line. Greetings, caller.
He didn't say the time, did he?
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, when the information comes through, I can share that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay then. All right then. Thank you very much. Okay then. All right. Yeah. So look, there you have it. There you have it. Words are being spoken. Things have been happening. Right. We have to put ourselves out there to be in those forums. We have to put ourselves out there to be in those forums, right? And I'm not saying, oh, we have to be obsessed with this and whatever. But remember, we all are ambassadors of who we are, right? Even if we go there and sit there, take note of the information, come and share it with us here on the Galaxy so that we have a good overall perspective of what's happening. Right? I want to tell you now, let me tell you, those people there, all those ministers, those counselors, right? They are afraid of us. They're afraid of us because all we have to do is speak the truth. If we speak the truth every day and in every way, how can they deny it? Because the fact is that all we want is clarity. We just want clarity. And it's not even acknowledgement. We just want clarity. Right? Because the fact is that if you are in any way humane, you will find that you will naturally want to be sharing. You will want the best for all. You do not have to be in control of everything, although you think that you are. But we have a valuable contribution as well. And what's one of our greatest assets? Is we, the people. That is our greatest asset. Us, the people, our education, our presence. Because if there was not us, they would not exist. They would have probably been extinct a long time ago, because we've learned how to survive and thrive in this planet within an oppressive society and systems imposed upon us right around this world. It's very few and very far between that you would see a happy society. 100% happy society. Very few and far between. Every morning, every rising, I'm reading the papers or reading the news. I wouldn't say papers, but the news. And unfortunately, the way how they seem to bring out the news, it's a depression, downpression, depression all the way. And you scan through, try to get through and try and pick out those points that could be related to you or of your interest. But you do, subconsciously, you do take in the information of others or what's happening there. The weak-minded, shallow view, self-appointed view, the life expectancy of most of them, right? They're dying at a rapid rate, and those are the ones that we know of, let alone the ones we don't know of. They're dying off like it's a plague, you know. And it's a shame. It's a shame that anybody should be in that position, that they're looking at and they're talking and they're using that in their language as well. They're talking about extinction. Even when they compare it with this different species that are near on the verge of extinction, and those that have been in their lifetime extinct, hunted to and murdered, right? To the extent of that they have become extinct, their environment has been decimated, so therefore they cannot survive. And now they're putting themselves in that category, in a real state of mind, a real condition. So now you'll be hearing about it. Oh, there's too many of them, so we best kill them because there's not enough of us. This is how their life is here. This is how their life is. But yet I'm going to give you a couple of minutes more, because I know that we're well into the meditation period here. But we have the opportunity yet again. And I'm taking that theme from Last Strong, opportunity. We have the opportunity to empower ourselves, to strengthen ourselves, to educate ourselves, to make ourselves in a position of strength, unification, right? And it could be done in a very short time. All we have to do is just make that choice of what's our next move. What's our next move? When you look at things, is that, there are things that we're going to have to just leave behind. There are going to be those who we're going to have to just leave behind. Mainly because they do not serve us. Unfortunately, they don't serve us. They're not fit for purpose. So therefore, they have been put into that category of that was then, but this is now. This is now. There are those who love to wallow in the let's party our lives away. There are those who are doing that. There are those who be out every opportunity that they get. There will be those who will be doing that. And to what benefit? To what benefit? Are some of us looking to the future? Are we participating in the future changes? Or, something, I got to that age now, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh, it's a young people thing that now. Where have your participation stopped? That should never happen. That should never happen. But yet it is happening. It is happening. We need to appraise ourselves and ensure that we are part of the future. and that we play our part for the future. Here on the Blacknificent Show, we never retire. We never finish. We are here until it's time to step across and move to the next level where we shall continue, and continue again. Let's move into our midday meditation this strong here on the galaxyofwe.net. Hey, tell you. All right, people. Oh boy, I tell you, what a thing. We go into our midday meditation this strong here with the thoughts of those who are going through some challenges right now, extreme challenges right now. We're going through this meditation this strong here on the galaxyofwe.net on the Blacknificent Show, because the mind and our disposition and our condition of what we impose upon ourselves is a truly mightily strong thing. What I would like us to try and concentrate on. Some of us have to go through it ourselves. Some of us are going through that stage of where we are able to impart onto others. And what I would like us to do is to concentrate on the healing. Concentrate on the healing right now. And if you are feeling that you are got the full flow through from the head right through your body, right down to your fingertips and your toes, and you've got the flow and the energy, or you got that electric feeling, you know, that little pins and needle type static feeling, yeah? If you got that, what I would like you to do is send it out to those who are in need of power, in need of strength. Allow them to feel the flow of energy and ease that you feel in you, you impart it to others. So I'm asking you to do some distance. And all you have to do is just think of them. Think of those. As you participate in yours, we do for them as well. So without further ado, I'd like us to be participating in our midday meditation. We're just going to do a short one this strong, right? Probably about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And as we do that, we just give out our energies. So without further ado, let's go into our midday meditation this strong. And we start with the power of the breath. The power of the breath to ease the pain, ease the pressure that we all feeling, that we have it within ourselves. Every day and in every way, let it go through. Okay.
reason for life to be what it is and will be. You wanna hold divine that's colorblind, but it's still a dream, and we're in between the past and the future. Down here the truth is grace, when it rules the day, but on Judgment Day, what will they say about you? What did you do and didn't do? No matter what, it goes back to one, back to the beginning. One, love will bring you to one. One is the reason for life to be what it is and will be. One, back to the beginning. One who made you the one. One is the reason for life to be what it is and will be. This could happen, another love song. But this is the message that came to me. Can't keep pretending that there's nothing wrong. Before you judge, look at yourself. There's always someone you can help get back to one. Yeah. 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 One. Back to the beginning. One. Love will bring you to one. One is the reason for life to be what it is, and it will be one. Back to the beginning. One will make you the one. One is the reason for life to be what it is and will be. Love is a thing that will last forever. Love is the one that holds you together. Love is a thing that will last forever. Yeah.
We're in tune to the midday meditation here on the galaxyofawee.net on the Blacknificent show. Right here. Galaxy. Let's send out those healing vibes. Let's send out those healing vibes.
They say you never see it coming. All the tiny little breaks, but somewhere out beyond no reason, you keep on giving what it takes. I never thought of running. I was busy carrying the load. Had the strength enough to take it, but not enough to let it go. It's a long time coming down a broken road, but finally I could feel without fearing, cry without the pain, stand up and love me without any shame. Might have been a right way to learn it and a hard way to land. But the one thing I'm sure of now is I know who I am. Yeah. Oh. Now if somebody would have told me there was a better place to be, in my quiet desperation, it was too hard to believe. Guess you gotta go distance to know just when enough's enough. Let nobody take it from me, 'cause I know what I'm made of. And there's nothing I can rise above. Oh, finally I can feel without fearing, cry without the pain, stand up and love me without any shame. It might have been a rough way to learn it and a hard way to live, but the one thing I'm sure of now for who I am. It is love and whatever it is, I can take it. I'm gonna be there. Oh, without action, it might have been. But the one thing I'm sure of now. Oh, and I know who I am.
My mind. My minds. Yeah. On the Blacknificent show. Midday meditation this show. One more. And that's it. Okay? Cha.
Father, forgive them for the love never don't overstay. Some don't know which God they are serving. They don't care what life they're living. They should know widespread is blowing. Every living thing must praise the King of Kings. To go to church on a Sunday, disregarding the seventh day. The Sabbath should keep it holy. That's what the Bible says. Since everyone is just doing his thing with his own accord, they are sinking deeper in sin, blaspheming the name of the Lord. But they don't know which God they're serving, and they don't care what life they're living. But they should know widespread is blowing. Every living thing must praise the King of Kings. But I am not claiming that I am right and you are wrong. All I can say is you should trust the Holy One. Ready for everyone to see. So with that clean conscience, the truth will set us free. And then we know which God we are serving. We will care what life we're living. Must know widespread is blowing. Every living thing must praise the King of Kings. Whatever you denomination, in any congregation, oh, yeah. In the highest region.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Every living
Well, thank you.
must praise the
Thank you for being with us on our midday meditation this strong. And I'm hope that you're sending out those healing vibes. The healing vibes. Don't be selfish, man. Don't be selfish. No. Right? Don't be selfish, man. Because once we heal ourselves, it is our obligation to go and look for those who need it more or need peace of it as well. Eh? Not true. Huh? I want to thank you for joining us on a midday meditation this strong.
To know widespread is flowing. Every living thing must praise the King of Kings. But some don't know which God they're serving. They don't care what life is living. Listen, no, while breath is flowing.
Let's go into our next segment, the ancestral voices. This strong I bring to the table. Ra Nefa MN, Shechem Shechem.
Because you see, extruded morality will not help you. To live morality, you have to awaken the moral center within you. It has to come from inside of you. So you have to awaken the moral principle within you. It's up to you. That's why, the spiritual life where you set time aside to meditate, to perform these rituals, to bring forth, your inner potential out into the world is an important part of your life. And we're living at a time when this is not happening with lots of people. Now, many of us older folks, we went to church every Sunday. Some of us went to church maybe several times a week. Spent hours in the church. You see that? I remember when I was a little boy, we went to church on a Sunday morning and didn't get up until Sunday evening. I hated it. I'm going to be honest. But the thing is that, there's a book called the Psalms in the Bible, right? Again, when you read the Psalms, right, throughout the Psalms, it says the Lord. The Lord. And it mentions the Lord. Every Psalm mentions the Lord. You see that? And I once spoke to a Jewish man, was a rabbi, and he said the problem is that, your book says the Lord, okay, and our book, instead of saying the Lord, it gives the name of the Lord. And it gives 72 names of different lords.
Yes, caller.
And once I did my research and so forth, I found out what they were calling the lords in the original book is what we today call mantras. Meaning that it wasn't, honoring the Lord, it was, reciting a mantra in a meditation state. And the sound waves, you see, excited a faculty within you. That vibration awakened a faculty within you. You see that? It's like, drinking a cup of coffee, it awakens the prefrontal lobe. So now you can think a little better, focus a little better. So reciting certain mantras in a meditative state awaken your inner faculties and puts them to work. You see that? So ma'at, is one of your spiritual faculties. You recite the mantra, the hekka of ma'at. That vibration awakens that faculty and you're able now to intuit the laws. But along now with having a broader and deeper and fuller understanding of the law, you have the power to live it. Which is not the same thing as someone telling you, morality is a good thing, don't hurt people, maintain social harmony, be a nice person, okay? That doesn't work, in critical challenge situations. You see that? When what you want passionately comes into conflict with doing the right thing, well, you know what wins out. So you want to understand that, you see, it is not hearing the word, but awakening the faculty that really has that word and the power to live it. This is different. We're talking about a whole different paradigm here that has been taken out of the lives of people. You look at the world today and you say, the politics is so immoral. Well, what can you do about it? Well, I'm going to go out on the street and protest and march and have a sitting and a dying or something. It's not going to change it. Not saying that you shouldn't protest to awaken and bring things to people's attention, but you have to understand that you have to change people from the inside. You know what I'm talking about? When somebody tells you to do something, it's not the same thing as your own mind telling you to do it. Correct? You know what I'm talking about? And by the way, that faculty is also the owner of great wealth. Meaning that the divine laws, you see, says if you want to get to the greatest of wealth, through the power of the Spirit, not through, mundane machinations, but through spiritual, through the power of the Spirit, you have to live truth. Beautiful. Heavenly answer, divine protection. You see that? Heru is the faculty that enables you to live as a divine being in a waking state. You see that? It's a lot of information I'm not getting into because it requires time and space which we don't have. Coming down the tree, number 7, Heru, the imagination, which is just not simply the ability to create a story or work of art, okay? If you go into trance through meditation and visualize what you want to achieve, you see that. Accompanied by living in harmony with divine law, you will achieve what you want. Listen to that. If I visualize my goals, health, wealth, family, harmonious social life, at the same time that I am observing divine law, which I have to learn what they are, and I take those visions into trance, it will come true. That's the law of the imagination. Subject number 8. You see that jackal there, and it's interesting that that's your verbal intelligence which must support the laws. You see that? And you say, well, why jackal? Well, I don't know how, but it's interesting that, the language center, Broca's, the Broca center and the Wernicke center in the left hemisphere, the left cortex, cerebral cortex. There's a center called FOXP2 complex that governs language and communication. What do they call it fox? I don't know. But it's the fox that's in you. Your intellect, which according to the Hopi Indians is the source of all troubles also. Man is intellectual, man is too smart for his own good, isn't he? He's the one that is the creator of the atomic bomb, but doesn't know how to control the damn thing. Right? Creates computer. Now the devices have taken over. They were thinking that robots were going to take over. No, the devices have taken over the kids. And they are the future of mankind. And their minds and heads are captured in the device. You watch kids today? They don't talk to each other. They do not talk to each other. They're all sitting down in a corner somewhere on a device. And they only interact with each other through the device. Their house parties through the device. And they're all sitting in the same room. That word, you say the word, the power of the word. Yes, you have to cultivate the proper words because the words drive your psychic power. Osset is the power of trance, meaning that, I said to you, the spirit operates in the hidden circle. We call it, that's what the ancient Egyptians call it subconscious, the hidden circuit. You see that? So if you want to, make your subconscious, your spirit, you see, manifest your will, they cannot speak to it in a waking state. You have to meditate, go into the meditation state and speak to your spirit, tell your spirit what to do. So many people want to meditate because you don't understand the power of meditation. When you pray, you have to go deep within you. You see that? So when you pray, if you're not going deep into your subconscious when you're praying, you're talking, you're barking up the wrong tree. Is that clear for you? Okay. So these are the laws that each one of these faculties are governed by law. Okay, I'm not going to go through that at this point, but I just want you to understand that, laws, rules, the things you want to live by, right? You want to be free to do what you want to do, and that's the problem, okay, that words, many of you go to book to get a word of power, okay, a mantra, a heka, and you say, well, I'm going to chant this to get what I want. Yeah, there are laws that you must abide by. There's certain laws that you must not accept, certain actions that you must not take, and so on. One of the laws of the gift, the physical part of you, first of all, the source of the power of the spirit comes from what you eat. You can study Chinese medicine, Taoists don't understand that. Qi, it comes from what the food you eat, the purity of the water you drink, the power, the purity of the air you breathe, to create the life force. And life force is transmuted into Shen, spiritual force. You see that? And many of you want to chant the words of power and you don't regulate the diet. Okay? You don't regulate the air you breathe. You're still drinking tap water. Things of that nature. Then you say, I tried meditation. It didn't work. Sure you did. So, applications of the mantras. Okay? First of all, you have to take them into meditation. You have to learn to meditate and then meditate with the mantras. Clear? All right? Without the TV on. Let me get the book here. When you get this book, it's like a little dictionary, okay? And because how to work with this system is spread over so far 7 volumes, the military volume, and all the books that I have. You see that? Okay? Egypt left a marvel of teachings. That's why it's taken me all of these books. That's too much to put in one book. You see that? Okay? And it takes time also to really fully digest this information and put it in a form that others can follow, use, and so forth. So body is coming, right? So hurry to read. Now, when we go into, the index of this book, appendix on page 213, okay? And the book comes with full information on how to use their simple words of power, okay? In this book. All right? And for over 200 live applications, okay? Because many of you don't understand, people come to me and they say, well, you haven't seen me in a while, in the temple, because I'm busy trying to get my money together, get my school together, then I come back and work on my spirituality. Well, that's putting the cart before the horse. You see that? Okay? Work if you understand what spirituality is. What is spirit? It's the vehicle that holds what? The information that you need to know yourself, to understand things in this world. Because the spirit is what creates galaxies. The spirit is what creates the solar system. The spirit is what creates the elements. All of the forces, electromagnetic forces. The spirit is what creates the complex, phenomenal, microscopic world. Replica of the macroscopic world. That's what spirit does. It has information on how to take potato chip and make flesh and bone. Can you imagine that? There are some people die that is so bad, I have no idea how they are alive, let alone growing. But that's what spirit does. It knows how to do that. It's alchemical magic. Right? The scientists, they know everything that is in blood. They know everything that is in honey, but they can't make honey. They can't make blood. But they have all the knowledge of everything that's in it. Spirit knows and spirit does. Okay? So when if you are not spending at least a half an hour every single day of your life meditating with some sort of power to achieve your goals. If you are trying to fix your marriage and meditation is not a part of that process, then you do not know, I'm going to say something that might hurt you. But I'm not here for you to applaud me and be nice with me, and I'm here to help you. So I'm going to give you some tough love. If meditation is not a part of what you want to achieve in life, but it is to improve your finances, to improve your love life, to improve your health, to improve the political aspect of your life. Black Lives Matter, yeah, but to move that forward, you need to use the power of the Spirit. They can't see it coming. They cannot shoot missiles to the Spirit. They cannot stop the Spirit. They have to learn, you follow what I'm saying, what is it that built Egypt? What made Egypt different? When Egypt in 4000 BC, that was like 2,000, 3,000 years before there was an Abraham. Okay? Almost 4,000 years before they began to work on the Old Testament. Right? 4,000 years before the advent of Christianity. 5,000 years before the advent of Islam and Buddhism and so forth. We were already a mature civilization. What built Egypt? Talent, genius. Genius is something that you believe somebody has to be born with. Yes, some people are born with genius. People are born with talent. But that's
it's not every day we're gonna be the same. There might be a change somehow. There are bad times and good times too. So have a little faith in what you do, 'cause you don't seem to realize the things you gotta face in life. Today you're up, tomorrow you're down. So thank God that you're still around the time. Whoa, whoa.
Well. That was Ra Nefer Eman, right, of the Soraset Society. And if you want to look at some of his material and his teachings, they're all over the place. Right, so you can look up a Soraset Society and Ra Nefer Eman, right? Loads of material there, loads of books that he's written on Egypt, ancient Egypt, society and history, and also in development, personal development, balancing, and health as well. So I would encourage you to go and do that. And obviously a guide through the meditation process as well. Right? At this point, I would like to welcome our sister Sandra. Welcome, my sister.
Greetings.
Yes. All right, let me just ease that one out. Right. Got you. Here you are. Greetings. So, how was everything? Freshness?
Hey, I'm living.
Yes,
I'm living on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me just get this
Echo.
right here. Well, it's not an echo. Actually, I know. You know what I've done?
Feedback.
Yeah. I think I've got the speakers within the studio too high. So they're coming back on the reverbing through the microphone again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, the thing that we always tell everybody else, could you turn your listening device down? Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged.
It's still.
You can still hear a little bit?
A lot.
A lot. Oh gosh. I wonder if I've got two channels open. I might have two channels open. Let me just do a little bit of research in here and then see if I can get this sorted here. Uno momento. Right, let's see what I've got here. What have I done? Right, I've chucked myself out, haven't I?
I would keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. I can hear you.
I'll confuse myself.
Okay, I got you. Right, you can hear me okay?
I can hear you perfect.
Okay, then great. That's it. Let's go with that then. Welcome, my sister. Hey, how did I treat you there? You've changed location. Oh, she's talking with somebody else right now, so I have to see how they go. Bring him come. Let me see who I interfere with you out there, sir.
No, that. I can still hear an echo.
Oh gosh. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna see. We're gonna just ease through and then see how things go with this, yeah?
Okay. Well,
Right,
I'll ignore my others.
I've got an idea of what it might be. Okay. How is it now?
I don't know.
Well,
Same.
we'll see how it go.
All right then.
There was another earpiece stuck in. So
Okay.
That might have been it.
What I'm gonna do, I'm pin.
Say that again, please.
I'll go out and come.
Okay then. All right then. Right, yes. So that was on the ancestral voices. That was Ra Nefer Emen, right? And as I say, he has a series of material that's been around for a long time. And just like anybody else, he's been a historian of Egyptology and going to find out the sources of the philosophical views and their practices as well, and has incorporated them within the modification of who we are right now today. And he's been able to put together some formulas of lifestyle and empowering movements as well, right? So it's not only that he's also participate in the qigong, which is tonifications, which is movement along with sound, right? So it's movement along with sounds, right? To enhance the faculties within our bodies as well, because as he has identified that each of the organs um, represents a form of faculty within our bodies as well. So if we get that in tune, then everything should be nicely flowing as well, right? So and it is a lifestyle, and and as it was pointed out to me, it is a religion. Not just something you come and do. It's a religion, right? But even though I think I personally would say, I mean, and this is only my opinion about it, it is a very good vehicle of personal balancing, right? And if you haven't done meditation previously, then it goes right through all the aspects of all of the purposeful meditations, also astrological balancing as well, right? Because it teaches you about how to actually do your own charts as well, birth charts and destiny charts as well, and it goes through the whole aspect of that. So basically, your mind is mapped out, your life is mapped out, and you'll be living more purposeful if you do follow the teachings on there. All right, so it has his points there, and if you're able to follow them, and I'm sure you will reap some benefit from that. Anyway, anyhow, greetings again, my sister Sandra, and I'm hoping you're sounding a lot better.
Greetings, brother.
Oh god. So there's something going on,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll sort it out as we go through the program here today.
Okay.
I know it's gonna just be that one button somewhere, isn't it? It's gonna be that one. It is gonna be that one button somewhere, and it's gonna go, oh, is that what it was? Right, like a microphone open or something like that. It might be even be in this studio, so I'm just gonna turn down the ones that I'm not using, all the channels that I'm not using.
Okay. You got logical.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose in some sense, very similar to brother just now.
Mm.
And one of the things that word learn to meditate, and then meditate the mantra.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't follow the word religion, you can still get benefit.
Mm.
In to meditate. And I think learning in some may be a harsh word terminology, because then we beat ourselves up if we don't learn it.
Mm.
Meditation comes in different forms at different stages within the day,
Mm-hmm.
or within. So it may not. If you don't do it right, he says. Does that mean you've?
No, not at all. Right. I'm going to tell you something now. What I discovered with this, because this was all part of the journey that I go through in what I went through, or I'm going through in my self discovery. One of the things is that you may learn the basic principles. How we apply those principles is a formula for you yourself. right? So it's not every day. It's not every day that you probably would need to do the meditations, because in the form of, like, taking that stillness time, right, and doing the meditations as we would traditionally know, you would realize that once you've discovered the skill, that you will automatically, subconsciously, be in a meditative state but still functioning. Yeah, mainly because what it is that you are conditioned yourself through the states of meditation to be aware of the person or the persona of which you wish to emulate. Right? So even if you're involved in anything, and then all of a sudden you do a check and say, oh no, that's not right, I should be doing it like this, right? And that's only a thought, but that is a part of the process of the meditation, if you get my meaning.
I do, but I'm also confused.
Right. What happens is it's like when you're driving a car, learning to drive a car. You would basically look at it, at everything when you're initially starting. You're just looking at everything. You're looking at where you're putting your hand, how you're doing it, and you're feeling it in your body and everything. And am I in the right place? Am I looking through the mirror properly and all this type of thing there. Once you become an experienced driver, you will do these things without even thinking. Right?
If I'm thinking, then you're saying just consciously, because you consciously
consciously competent, yeah.
And then you stages of becoming consciously competent, because you know what you know, and then to the stage of competence. There's four stages, but effectively stage where you live, you learn as if by you do it automatically.
Yeah, you'd be automatically. Yeah. It will become your instinct reflection, reaction, instinctive reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's many, like, for instance, now, if you know a person who all of a sudden gets angry for no reason, what we say is no reason, right? But all that is that over the period of time, they have conditioned themselves, right, to have that defensive guard. So this is my defensive mode. So I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get loud. Yeah. Or I'm going to be disruptive. Yeah. So that is their instinctive way of how they behave. Right. But obviously, if you see, you know what, that is not right, but I need to be a different type of person. So through the meditation, you have broke down all aspects of why am I angry? What triggers me? I'm not going to allow that to be my triggers anymore, because that is not the state that I want to be in. And then just like how you have conditioned yourself to be this angry person who just flies off, you condition yourself to be that mild-mannered person that you really want to emulate. And that is the thing that takes over after a period of time. And it's not a case of that you would even think about it. You would just instantly be it. Yeah?
So again, and you talk about simplicity. Some again, I'm reading. And it's the words which I was weak is thought to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his action to control his thoughts.
That's right. There you go. You got it. Right, Joe Shaw thinks she's got it. That's right. That's right. And the thing is that okay, you broke it down into something that is palatable to you, for instance, right? Because you know, as you share, as you have shared, right? You're going through your journey, and your path, right? And as you ask the question, oh, do you have to follow that per se? That way of thinking, the dietaries and all them type of things there. No, these are only guides. These are only guides. In other words, the herbs that would there, they would enhance that organ or clear it, rejuvenate that organ, right? So that is operating, that is optimum, right? It might not be necessary for you to actually go through that process. Yeah? You understand? But the process is there to say, okay, then let me do that. Let me do that that cleansing process. Let me do that rejuvenation process. Let me do that tonification process, so that I'm exercising those organs through the qigong, and I'm doing the chanting as well, so that I'm sending the vibrations through my body, so that it enhances that organ as well. Yeah, and then I would associate the behavior pattern through that organ. Yeah. Right. And then there's the identification as well. In other words, if there's a part of you that is ailing you, for instance, right? And then if you see how it is related to probably your behavioral pattern, right? You could be, for instance, thinking excessively about something. Yeah. And then what will happen is that all of a sudden you would have like that migraine, for instance. Yeah. But yet, if you were to say, you know what, I need to work on my body, and then I take that time to have that meditation period of quietness, right? And then to have the tonification of the right? And you do that for like 10, 15 minutes per day. And you'd be surprised how it breaks up all of that area there, and it brings it or rejuvenates the motion within that area and the clarity. And then all of a sudden, oh, I haven't got that headache anymore. I haven't got that tension in my neck, you know, because I've learned how to actually release the tension myself in that way. Of course, you could go and get a massage as well, right? And like they like some of them, they do the aromatherapy as well, and all these type of oils and everything that which do in some cases help to enhance the process of what the meditation process involves as well. You know, so yeah.
Okay.
See? And it helps with your skin as well.
Sunshine helps.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Then. I only can put a virtual background up to sort of like put myself in that state.
Well, yesterday I called.
Say that again, please.
Yesterday I went to buy a I'm gonna need to say. Come back to you in a minute.
Okay, dokie. All right then. She's gonna return with us in a little while, and then now we'll be able to continue our conversation on the mind-soul connection. Yeah, right. And I'm hoping that you are enjoying the benefits of the meditation period as well, right? And as I say, that is what we experience here on the Blacknificent show is only an introduction to it, because you know you can go and diversify into many other directions with the states of meditation. I know that the Rastafari, they have their moments of chanting, right, which is very similar. They have their chanting, and they have their drumming sessions as well, right? All of these processes are all just a process that you could enhance for yourself, right? Even if you learn to play an instrument or play an instrument for yourself, right? You'd be surprised, like for instance, playing a guitar, how the vibrations of the guitar, right, and the tone and the notes and tones, on how that affects you in your body as it vibrates through the guitar and then through your body as well, and all these type of things. You know, it's one of these things that you can experiment with. Play an instrument. It could be any instrument, really. But you know, you just associate yourself with that instrument, and off you go. You know, off you go. So I would encourage all of us to pick up an instrument, especially your nephew and niece who need a trumpet.
No,
What?
but they'd actually the drums. They will put drums.
Yeah.
To be fair, cymbals and all. Not nice.
Not nice.
It's that sound when you want to encourage them. You also want to ask them to keep the noise down.
Yeah, but the thing is, all you're doing is just giving them the instrument and say, "Yes, off you go."
Yeah. You're being the auntie, and or grandmother, and your showering a gift that you they will love, but those around them have the same.
Mm. you have to share the love, as he said. Anyway, and they're expensive as well, you know. They're expensive, those brass instruments, I'm telling you. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. So you know, that's only one part of the process that I would like to share with us here on the Blacknificent show. Right, the in depth of the meditation process. You know, and you don't have to be. Well, I say you don't have to be. You know, people can go to that monk state and really immerse themselves into this type of thing. And it's a depth of the journey of what you wish to experience as well.
What do you mean? What do you mean, monk state?
Like they would go into a process of, like, for instance, they would go into like a retreat. State. Yeah. Where they would like isolate themselves. Yeah. What I would suggest, if you're going to do anything like that, is do it at, in stages. So you would do it for like for instance, half a day or a day, for instance. We'll call it like a lock-in type of thing. So you would have your all your stuff and all your things that you would need, like herbs, nourishing meal and everything, all there. And basically, you just lock yourself in for the day, and have some good material around you. Focus on journeying or journaling, right? If you need those guided meditations as well, there are ample of them. There are a lot of them on the like the YouTube as well. So you can select that, or if you're proficient enough to write your own scripts for meditation, which I think that is a skill that we should all try to enhance as well, right? To enable us to have that individual journey of what is the absolutely necessary, in preference to relying on a guided process. You know, we should learn the script. We should learn how to do our own meditation process as well. You know, and then go ahead.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
so one of the reasons I the black last was
Mm-hmm.
was doing a similar something in terms of silence.
Yeah, in the silence. Yeah.
That was turning off all
Mm-hmm.
devices, disconnect
Mm-hmm.
and you went 4 5 hours
Mm-hmm.
speaking to nobody, but also myself to because I done it over 3 days. Silence in the,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but also during that time you did anything that
Keeps dropping out.
beneficial.
Yeah, yeah. Your feed keeps dropping out for some reason. I don't know why.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
I hear an echo.
Sorry.
I hear an echo.
Mm. Okay. Try going out and come back in again one more time and see if we can repeat that. Repair that element of it, because don't know why the feed is just dropping out like that for some reason. But we're here. We're here in here. We're here. Yeah. So yeah. So it's, our sister Sandra was sharing, that she's going through that process herself, right? Self discovery, and it is. I think that it is absolutely vital. I think it's absolutely vital. I would love to see. I would love to see, like, our young people go through a form of process of meditation that would enhance their concentration and self-discovery for themselves as well. And I think that I personally feel that we leave it to the hands of the schooling systems and outside influences, in preference of allowing them to develop and be the self-expression within the home, right? In that state of purposefulness. Because we will always talk of we would always give our young people those words of encouragement, right? And we'll give them those mantras of, you can do well, and there's nothing that you can't achieve, and we will help them and everything else. But the skill which a lot of them, I feel, needs to develop, and at an early stage, right, is that able to recognize, identify, and to negotiate the process of dealing with life challenges. And when I say life challenges, everybody goes through their life challenges, but it's the process of dealing with things for themselves, right? Admittedly, we could be there as a guide, but it's a beautiful thing when you see that they are able to negotiate or navigate through those life challenges, right? And I feel meditation is one of those important skills that helps them, because it gives them that time to think, decipher, and to develop that inner intuitive voice that could help to guide them as well. Yeah. Yes, my sister.
Echo still there. Echo still there.
It's still there. Oh gosh, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Just I'm gonna close that one.
The language of the young people, the elders is to become directed. So you make the decisions on the gold within, the power, the knowledge within, rather than follow along and making decisions on what somebody else wants you to do. So as a parent, you're coming from a space of love, but you want your child to be a doctor. They never wanted to be a doctor. I think you've pressed the right one now. They never wanted to be a doctor, but then I can't hear you. They never wanted to be a doctor. They didn't want to be a lawyer, but we forced them down that road because it's part of, as a tradition, what every other generation in the family, there's always been one doctor, one lawyer, or whatever. But they want to be a musician, or they want to do art, or they want to be an entrepreneur, or they want to do something else, anything else. But as a self-directed thinker, they're not given, it's almost beaten out of them. So we do what all of us, we grow up with, and not always understanding or knowing or recognizing what do we want to be, what do we want to become. And then whether or not it's something within the day job that you want to become or do, or whether or not it's a profession. And the likeness that I have is you tend to hear it via those who are in the arts, whether it be sporting or whether or not they are in theatre, movies, music. They tend to be the group who are more so the self-directed thinkers and will still there. They tend to be the self-directed in terms of having a love and having a passion for what they want to do. So we would love our young people, but like I said, we need all people, brothers and sisters out there, just to have that element of clarity for self. And you can often only get it through the meditative state, when you've not got the noise of the world, the needs and the wants, the chatter, the monkey mind, call it what you want, going on. You're not doing the multitasking. So when you are laser focused and moving in that direction, you have a greater opportunity to understand, hear, live your bliss, live your dream, your purpose.
And these are the things that I see as well. Everything that you've said there is perfectly in line with the process of, like, most of the meditations that we actually have here. That the process of the meditations that we have. And the thing is that a lot of us don't even realize that we are in the state of meditation in a lot of our daily process anyhow. Because you might find those who are deep thinkers. They don't say much, but they will be very profound in their speech. And all it is that they've been given time to formulate what they want to say. Right? They're given the thought process before they actually verbalize it. Some of us amble through our situations, and they talk themselves right through the process. I remember working with this person, right? And what one of his things was that we were working on a job, and he would talk his way right through the job. He would tell you what screw, what torque it, how tight he would have to do it, what torque he would do it for, and what tool he was going to use, and what glue or whatever instruments that he needed to do, the readings, the calculations, and he'll talk the whole day, right through the process of him doing this work. Right? Meanwhile, I would probably just get on with the work, and then somebody would come and ask me a question, and I said, "Give me a moment." And then even as I'm working away, I'm thinking about the process, what that person probably need to resolve for his situation, and then I would just go over there, do the thing, and then I said, "Let's test it." And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, type of thing. But that was my process of doing things. You understand? So we all have different ways of how we function. It's just to find that efficient manner that we can get the results. Yeah.
I would. We've got a
caller. We've got a caller. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, caller.
Yes, my Hotep, my big brother Aston.
Brother Naya. Etapu, how are you, brother?
Yes, rise up to my sister, my great sister Sandra. Rise up.
Look at that. She's smiling with a big, beautiful teeth. Them.
Yeah, I have to put great.
She clean it with the coconut water this morning. She bust from the tree.
No, she have this stick, the toothbrush. You know the ones where you use the
chat stick
in Africa. Yeah, the toothbrush stick. You see these people over here with some teeth look like ivory, right? And all they're using is that stick, you know. They don't use Colgate in them life, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's the matter with them. They're just uncivilized.
Yeah, that's what Livingston said when he came in. You damn idiot. You know what I mean? But, sorry to interject in your because I mean the listening is great listening, but just a couple of points here. I just wanted to ask you both quickly, and then I'm going to listen because I was listening intently. You know what I mean? But I'm going to listen up there. The first point was one when Sister Sandra said about the youths. Yeah, some of the family want them to be like a doctor, and then because it's been in their family, and then there has to be a doctor. But I was asking you both: have you ever come across like a parent, who, for instance, they want it to be a footballer. That was their ambition, So because they never made it right as a footballer, right, they're pushing their child so intently and not listening to what it wants to do, right, even if the child is not physically or doesn't want to do it, because they wanted to do that, that was their ambition. They actually almost destroy the child trying to put that into them. You know, a lot of, if you listen to like Serena, you know, the Williams sisters and those top athletes, sometimes their parents were almost draconian. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's one point. Yeah, and then the second quick point was like when you was talking about meditation, right? I feel there's actually stages before you can even get to that meditation.
Yes,
because like Sister Sandra was saying, like the noise and all these other stuffs, and like there was one point where I was at that stage where I was meditating, I was more peaceful, but and then I actually declined, and I've never been able to get back to that state again, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I understand.
What I'm trying to say is, meditation is kind of like more of a higher point of it kind of existence, but to get to those points, to get to that, right, you need to kind of go through a few other points before you even get to that stage, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll listen off here if you don't mind, you know, because
no problem.
I didn't really want to. I'd rather listen to your deliberation, you know.
Yeah. Okay, we'll address those 2 points there. Yeah.
Yes, give thanks, my brother. Give thanks, Sister Sandra.
Greetings.
Right. Yes, Sister Sandra, I allow you to go first on this because I know I can talk. I know I can talk, and then I take it in one direction, and I don't. Let me hear your view on this because you're in the process of this at this particular time. Go ahead.
I'll address the Williams as an example. Williams sisters and their father. They called him King. The movie, can't remember it.
King Richard.
King Richard. Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, he pushed 2 of his 5 or 7 children down the road of sport.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that just jumped out, come to that real process. As much as they took it on board, they enjoyed it, there was at least a couple of years or seasons when Serena Williams did not continue on the circuit, on the tennis circuit at the same rate, and the commentators and or those who were in the know, quote unquote, were saying that she's doing the wrong thing. She should always keep up with her game, etc., etc. And she was doing sports, she was doing fashion, she was doing other things, which had her father not influenced her in the way that he did, that may have been her calling. The beauty about longevity in life is that she's got the opportunity now with her family to do some of those other things, whether it be movies, whether it be fashion, whether it be outside of the tennis. So our parents and I say they do it with love, encouraging their young children or those that they are looking after. They will do with love in terms of encouraging them in the best way they can to be the best they can in whichever mode or profession. As an adult, as a self-directed thinker, we can choose. The question is, do we have the ability? Do we recognize our ability to choose? And I'll use that word. And that's where the meditation comes in. That's where the listening to the whispers, that's where the different levels of meditation. So if you are able to clear your mind, and that's the reason why I done the detox, and I'll use the word detox, from all technology, in so much that I can listen to the whispers, hear the whispers, keep a journal in terms of what the thoughts were, because within those thoughts there are the whispers in terms of what I would and chosen or my purpose. So meditation, there are so many different levels of it. So for me, I'm not tempted to go down the guided route unless I know the person who's doing the guiding, because I need to know that you and I are on the same page, because there's no point you leading me down a route that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. So on a first level, on the first state, and again, I'm jumping around, but if you just meditate for half an hour a day, and for the other 23 and a half hours, you're filling your mind with junk, it means then that half hour, you've got a hell of a lot of work to do. So you need to, if you're going to do the meditation, you need to start moving, taking off some of the stone to get to that gold. You need to start to grow and listen. And that's why in some senses they say people will be meditating for years and years and years, and they are expert at it. They be a self-directed because the other level in order to be, because like I said, half an hour out of 23 or half every couple of days will leave you. You start the inroad in terms of getting the cement that we get in with, because when everybody else is trials and tribulations, life journey, whether it be our parents, whether it be media, whether it be our team, whether it be we're taking on something without being a self-directed thinker to say, yes, this is something that I want to do. This is something I choose to do. And having that focus then in order to start making that journey. So I can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Right. One of the things that I've noticed as well is that yes, there is a process of like when you start doing the meditation, and then the different levels of meditation as well. And I'm glad that you mentioned about the guided meditations. One of the things that I always encourage, that if you I don't do guided meditations, especially like on this forum, right? And I avoid that. The reason why is because if you go into a trance state, and anyone could go into that trance state, right? That I can't see you, right? And I feel that it would be my uh, my responsibility for you and your safety. Hence, that's why I leave it to just the music and you going on your own meditation through purposeful thinking and processing, right? So in that way there, which is no different than anything. All it is that you've been directed at the beginning to say, let's make this a bit more meaningful, right? Which is part of the introduction to meditation.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to enhance that, for instance, for you, then I would say go and get somebody who's going to guide you through a meditation. But also, prior to that even, right, you need to have a breakdown, right? A breakdown of what is going to be those things that are going to be triggering you, right? Or you being aware of those things that are going to be triggering you, and then those things that can help you as well. And when you do a guided meditation, right, that will guide you through the process of what is going to be necessary for you. Yeah. So that person who's guiding you through that would be able to highlight and bring the things that is going to be beneficial to you. Yeah. Or if it's a group of you that is going to be beneficial to the group. Yeah. And then obviously, if they're competent enough, they can take you onto a deeper meditation. But it takes that form of practice. It's not a thing of, like what you see on TV or whatever, and they put you into this hypnosis state. Yeah. And I will say that most of us are capable of going into that hypnosis state if we allow it. Right? It's very rare that somebody is gonna just all of a sudden you just walk up to them and then they're in a hypnosis state of where they don't know what they're doing. Yeah. That would be very, very rare if that happens anyhow. So don't believe that somebody can come up and just take your mind or your state in that way. It would be extremely rare if it does happen, and it would only be because you have been submissive to that anyway. Yeah. But the benefits of this is to be more in control of yourself, right? And I would say to end, if you're going to be doing this and you're going to looking into doing more intense meditation, that is the process that you need to go through, right? Now, there's a point that Naya brought up about that. He said that he got to a state of where he was almost transcendental, right? In other words, he probably felt that he could journey outside of himself, right? And that is part of it anyway, right? Because they would take you through different levels of relaxations and relaxations within the relaxation, and then all of a sudden take you away from yourself, and then you be in a different state, a different plane. Yeah. And that is part of the process of the meditation anyway, right? But it's nothing that you can't just wake up from if you feel that you want to as well. Because I know, and I went through that process as well of analyzing it and saying, oh, do I really want to get involved in this, right? My thing was, oh, you're gonna be taken over by some form of outside spirit, right? Or so you're going to be possessed. Yeah. Okay. And I'm not saying it with the tongue in cheek, right? Because these are legitimate fears and apprehensions around meditation as well, right? And a process of like a hypnotherapy and things like this as well. Yeah. And these are the things that a lot of questions that are asked around this, right? So I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Okay. So it's not a case of that, you're gonna be open to demon attack and all this type of thing there, or whatever, or other spirits and things like this, right? Or others, I won't even call them spirits, I call them states, other states of behavior. Yeah. Anything like that. So it's not that at all. Yeah.
So you and brother admitted that he can't get into, and I don't know when the word he used the word can't get into that state again. I would say he can, but he's choosing not to.
Yeah, exactly.
The reason why is because there's much chat.
What I found as well is that even in my process, when I do my own meditations, right, I drift. My concentration of the script and everything as well. Like if you follow the script of the meditation, that I would drift, and then all of a sudden have that moment of like of silenceness, and then drifting away from what I'm supposed to be doing, and then it would be almost like a slumber state, but it's not. But I'm not in slumber. I'm not sleeping. I'll just be in that stillness state, and then I would drift back, and then I can continue, type of thing. Yeah. But what Naya, and he didn't specify either, was the processes that he experienced, were they guided? Were they guided? So therefore you would be more attuned to the person who is guiding you. You like the voice, right? The tones and everything else, and the trigger patterns would be more attuned to that person's voice in preference to you taking your own journey, and then your own voice. Yeah. So in that way there, it may be hard to go down that journey because you are not in tune with the journey that you have been doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I say I'm conscious about joining a guided meditation because I want to from a meditative state, I would prefer for myself to have be in control, listen to my own vibration. So the analogy that you gave there in terms of the silence and then going back onto, and you used the word script, but just going back onto that thought pattern or thought journey. For me, there was a number of times on the Thursday, Friday, or more so on the last day, where I had silence. And it's almost like, hang on a minute, there's nothing. I'm not telling myself nothing. I'm not reciting anything. I'm not doing anything. And there was that element of, hang on a minute, I've got nothing. It's almost like you had I explained it. It's almost like you've got a room and the room is just bare. It's decorated. There's whatever on the walls. It's painted and it's a bare room. And then all of a sudden you think, well, I've got to put something in. I've got to put something in. I've got to put something in. And that's how I was seeing my mind. There was nothing in it, but I was then inviting words, thoughts, phrases, things in. Because then that's almost me fighting the fact that it's okay to have nothing in your mind.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, we don't have 6 million things. Grocery list, cooking tonight. We're watching the person next, thinking car, yada yada yada. We don't to be going down that road. And it's when you're able to clear your mind that you can hear the whispers that you need in order to enhance your journey in this thing called life. But there aren't enough that are prepared. Go down that because of that fear factor.
Yeah. And this is it, because it's like my thing, the challenge that I find is heights, right? It's like jumping off the edge of the cliff, right, or the diving board, right? Until you've done it a few times, you might have fear, right? Absolute fear the first time, and you still have fear and that apprehension, and then you might do it like 20, 30, 40 times, right? And then you condition yourself to the process of what it takes, right? And then there will be that one hesitant moment of where, oh, hold on, wait a minute, and then you're back to square one, right? But the fact is that you know what it takes, so it takes less time to get back to that state of let's jump. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, it's that conditioning, it's that continuous conditioning that is required. For instance, like, was that the first time you experienced that? I'll call it utopia type feeling.
Yes, because I'll say yes. No. So the reason I say is what 18 months. Done the same exercise, but it was over a shorter period. But I was away at a retreat, so it was easier in order to get into that state because I wasn't in the space whereby I was thinking about the shopping, the cooking, the yada 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 yada. So this time round, I'm on my own, not in my family home.
Yeah.
In the JA family. There's lots of noise, but it's part of my journey of being directed.
And I was about to say that if you're in that environment or cared environment as well, like as you say, a retreat, for instance. And I was going to ask also, was he fasting as well?
So no, something that I'm going to do this detox again. Back to and I do the fasting.
You're going to incorporate the fasting, yeah?
Didn't want
Mm.
too much, and in do nothing, because I set myself up for a failure, and I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to take it in the stage that I could manage, or was able to manage. So I recognize I will be doing it again. I'll be doing 3 full days rather than 1 day and then a 48-hour. But if I do a day on its own, I'll do it with the fasting, where I'm only going to be drinking water. So you've put yourself on mute. I'm no longer in.
Yeah. So you'll be doing a water fast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because obviously, even doing the water fasting, right? I don't know if you know, but I'm just going to mention it for the listeners mainly, right? That when you have a period, if you say you have a period that you want to do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you want to do a fasting over that period, right? What you would need to do is to eliminate your body of all waste, as much waste as you can, prior to the fasting, right? And so therefore your fasting period would possibly be 7 days prior to the actual fasting, right? So you would do an elimination, and then you, just like the fasting, you would condition yourself so it's not all happening at the same time, so that you would condition yourself for two days, right? So you would eliminate, say it would happen like the Monday, you would eliminate for 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, and then the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? You'll be ready. You'll be into the fasting period, right? So that'll be preparation, yeah. And then you would go through your fasting period then, right? And that would be there as well, because like even the elimination process, right? That is part of it, because some people, like if they've never done these type of things before, right? That is traumatic in itself, right? And if you're going to do the meditation on top of that, to incorporate that with the fasting, the elimination process is important as well, right? So it could be herbal elimination, or the colonic, colonic, yeah, it could be that process as well. Whatever way.
Why the elimination?
Why? Because what it is that your intestines, right, is a working organism, right? So therefore, if your body is concentrating on eliminating and processing the food which is within your body, because at any time you would have at least at least like 5 to 8 days of waste impacting within your body. Yeah. So therefore, if you're going to do that water fasting, for instance, right, you don't want to all of a sudden, your body's going to start reacting because you're not putting in as much food. You want to go through that process prior to your meditation process. Yeah. You want to go through that. So therefore, it's kind of like taking one factor out of it. Yeah. If that makes sense. And then breaking the fast after as well is very important as well. Right? Because it's not a case of, I'll go back and I'll go and get myself a pizza. You know what I mean? As much as you have eased your way out of it, you ease your way back into a form of rejuvenation type process of food as well.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. We have a caller.
Yes, we do. Yes. No, I was just
that's
going through
that's fair
my
enough.
mind of
Fair enough.
what other stuff was there. And yeah, oh yeah, supportive biotics as well.
Oh yeah,
Support,
yeah.
yeah, probiotics, yeah.
Yeah,
Support
yeah.
probiotics. Right.
The,
Yes, brother
the,
Naya.
Yes, sir. Quickly to just when you was talking, it just reminded me how powerful actually meditation is, because I think I got to a stage where as you know, well, you might, well, I was, Russ Bindo remember that I was working in Brixton for a local mental health charity, yeah, and I used to take the bus in from like North London, and I think I was at the stage in meditation where I could be on the bus, yeah, and the noise on the bus, yeah, I could actually just like take myself out, like I could be in Jamaica. It's like, do you know what I mean? That's how powerful meditation is. You can train yourself to actually even not have. Well, I didn't get to that stage, but people say they can not even have pain. Like they can meditate, right? So, like if you had an operation or something, you can. That's some deep stuff. But I believe it's true. I believe it's true. If you get to a state of tranquility and meditation, you can do all that, man. Your mind is powerful, So yeah, I had to put that point there, man. Give thanks.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. Just hold on there a second. I'm glad I'm glad you mentioned about the pain, because I used to date this person who used to go to the dentist, and when they went to the dentist, right, they never used to have painkiller. Right? And I said, how do you do that? And she goes, well, I just put my mind to it. And she,
you know what? Sorry to cut you, just remind me where I use that as well. Yes. Yeah. Because I hate the dentist, when they're drilling out the teeth. And then it's not that I didn't feel the pain, yeah, but what I did was able to not focus on, like, take myself this, you know what I mean? Even though that noise of the drilling, yeah. And you know that it's in your teeth, and you can actually, the breathing and stuff, you can actually just not make it so intense. That's what I wouldn't say I was taking away the pain, but I was just making it not so intense in my mind. That what you just reminded me of that. I used it there as well in the dentist. I hate dentists.
Yeah, right. Because like, and I used to think, oh no, this is not possible. Right. And then what happened, like when you go to the doctors and they want to give you like an injection and things like this. And I started to incorporate that. Right. And then I got it to such a state that I could just watch this needle go into me. Right. Because I was going through chemo at the time. So, that's like almost every other day you're getting the needles inside you. And then I got it to such a state that I wasn't even feeling the needle going into me, because I was able to just put myself into that state of total relaxation, right? And then what would happen is that it would be the tension that you would bring into this, and then put it into your body, and then like in the end, I got it to such a state that I wouldn't even feel them putting the needle inside of me. Right. So
yes, my elder. Yeah, it's man. Give thanks for that, man. But you know what? When you listen to you talking, you're just reminding me of like the stages, because it's like I feel with me sometimes I kind of I forget some stages of my life. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if it's traumatic or whatever. But like
you read 3 books at the same time, don't you?
I think so. It's like some of them call me Scatty Matty. But like here in Africa, right? When you was talking, I think my place of sanctity, is the beach. Like when I got this, I've got this beach, right? Well, I even call my beach, because it's secluded. It's secluded, right? I could go there, right? And there's no one on that beach, yeah. And it's the Atlantic Ocean, yeah. And when I actually, I used to do it more. I don't do it so much now, but I go down there. I walk till my feet is in the water, so you know the water rushes on your feet. It's not. I'm not deep into the to the water, but just so it touches your feet, yeah. And then I put my hands up like I'm actually put my hands up like the Muslim. You know, like how the Muslims pray. Yeah. I kind of hold my hands up like that, and I can get into. I just breathe the air, watch the sea, and then I start thinking about my ancestors, like how their journey was, and look at the sea, how rough and powerful this sea. When I just see how powerful this sea is, you know, because I think I'm an ocean person. I'm like, you know, when you look to the Yoruba stuff, the deities and stuff like that, I was looking at all the water, like Olokun. Olokun is like, he could be terrible. Like he's in the deep depths of the ocean. He commands like under the deep stuff. So I'm like, my head is going like, wow. It's like, so that's the only place at the moment where I feel really, really, I can get into some meditative state in Africa at the moment, you know.
Well, let me tell you something. There are various, and this is only my opinion. I'm only speaking on my opinion, right? There are various ways of journeying, right, for us to enhance our abilities, right? There are many conversations throughout the whole of this universe that we have to learn the language of that. The fact that we are on this planet and we find it even difficult to communicate with us as human beings, right?
Yeah.
Let alone all the other species that are on this planet.
Yeah. Our frequencies are jammed, man. It's all mashed up by certain alien force. I don't know, man. It's alien forces, bro. Because
so even for me to even say that, right? I'm hoping that it ignites us and what our purpose and our position as us as beings within the beings of this planetary existence.
Right? Brother Aston, just before I start chatting, because you know what I mean, you make me chat right? I'm gonna stop myself, yeah. But when you said like beings, right? Where I live, yeah, I can do a video now, right? Every domestic animal, like I'm talking about donkey, cow, goat, sheep, cat, dog, bird. It passes. They just like pass the yard. They're just like, even it's not like a country place. It's like a.
You sure your next door neighbor ain't Noah?
Brother, even Noah, you know Noah.
Because that brother starts something, you know.
Noah start kidnap the animal.
Go teeth me back fence, you know.
Well, it's like the cow, like, you know these cows, right? They got some massive horns, you know. And then you can just walk past and they just like move out the way. They just like move. They know the road. They even know the road code, bro. They know the road, how to cross the road and all them type of stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, and the frequencies is different, man. The donkeys, everybody knows their kind of space, like the goat, the sheeps. You know, it's different. It's different. You know, it's tranquil. You know, but at the same time, like, you got other noises. You know, because what I found in the UK was the racism and all that kind of stuff, and the other things was the main noise. But then here, you got other different noises.
No.
You wouldn't expect. You know what I mean? It's like you don't think it's not as tranquil as you think. You know what I mean? Because.
And this is why I put that element in there, that we as humans don't even communicate with each other properly. So and yet we got a whole planet to communicate with. Yeah? We got a whole planet of living organisms, right? And we don't even communicate with them properly.
And look at this now. No wonder our youths them, right? Because even here, people are. I was going to say about the postcode thing, yeah. The youths don't even come out their own like little ends and like their own blocks, yeah. But even here, the youths, right? You know, like Senegal is basically Gambia is surrounded by Senegal. It's basically one country, yeah. But the English, you know, the history of Gambia, right? They basically colonize, and the French colonized Senegal, yeah. But so basically, it's like it's surrounded by Senegal, yeah, apart from the coast, yeah. But most of the youths them have never even traveled to my friend, he's never even journeyed out of Gambia. He's never even traveled out to Senegal within his own country. So this is the kind of as you said, the communications is kind of blocked because of the unnatural borders and all these kind of not just physical borders but mental borders as well. It's just crazy.
And I would say, I mean, like, look at our sister Sandra, right? International speaker and author, right? And I will ask her directly, and I'm asking you, Sister Sandra, do you find that challenging at all right now?
In what way?
In other words, do you find it apprehensive when you speak in other places, like around the world, to communicate?
I would say yes. And I would say yes. If you same frequency, so that means you're having a conversation with somebody and you're talking about same subject matter, it's easier, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm always on the same page that they're on. So that's where I'd say the no.
But okay then, because like for me now, right? I used to embrace the opportunity to meet other people whenever I traveled, right? And I found it very easy to meet other people, right? Or even to introduce myself to others, right? Even though I couldn't even speak the language, right? And mainly because I didn't carry that apprehension of what they would be thinking of me. I was happy, or I am happy to be myself in most environments. Yeah. So therefore, the challenge is the communication, but it's not an hindrance for me in that way. Yeah. So that's the aspect. That's the line that I was coming to you with, like,
So ask the question.
Right. Do you find it challenging, right, when you meet others around the world, or when you do a presentation even? Do you feel that connectivity with others no matter where they are around the world?
I would say yes. Connectivity. I would say yes. I do. The question is whether what words am I looking for? How I embrace the connectivity. So I feel the connectivity. It's just whether or not I embrace the connectivity. So at times I have shunned. I don't know if shunned is the right word, but I've stepped back from the love that's shown to me, because that's the way that I'm being greeted, because it's not something I'm used to, or in the past have not been used to. So I tend to stand back, recognizing now more so that just because it's not something I'm used to doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. And it is the cultural DNA that at times now will stop me from extending or accepting, let me use the word accepting the love, and accepting the way that they greet me. So I can't hear you, you're muted.
Sorry, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to ask you the same question, Brother Naya. What do you find challenging about, or do you find it challenging, in fact,
What?
when you
What I
meet
was gonna
others?
ask, that's a fantastic, brilliant question, you know. And when you and Sister Sandra was talking, you know, I want you to next time you try, I want you to do this experiment, yeah. Right. When you go to different countries, right, try not to speak as long as you can. Just don't speak. Don't open your mouth. Just like when someone just just use gestures, yeah. Just do that as much as you possible, because what I find, yeah, especially if you can't speak the language or you can't speak the language, as soon as you open your mouth, yeah, and you can only speak English or whatever, that like we, you know, depends on the way you are. And what it is, I think, is the in certain countries, right, it's the way how black people are respected. Because if you don't open your mouth, right, and you just look like you know, you're not dressed in a certain, you just look like the local, or you just tourist, or what, do you know what I mean? They don't know actually where you're from because you're African.
Yeah.
Right? Do that, but as soon as you is that English? I'm telling you, because like I was in Morocco, and what I actually found in Morocco, this is my own personal experience, is that the people they more respect the Africans there in certain places, you know, because the way he was treated, right? Because they're French colonized, yeah. But they all speak Arabic. Now I couldn't speak either. You understand? So when I was asking for stuff, I would have to. If most of them didn't understand French, I didn't understand. They didn't understand English. I mean, sorry. But I was treated. It's almost like they didn't know, they couldn't place me, kind of thing. But until you open your mouth, oh, that man is like Europe. Is that, I don't know what they're thinking, but it's like they automatically can put you in a box, if you know what I mean. Do you get? Do you think do you get what I'm trying to describe?
Yes.
That's my personal experience of like communication and travel.
Okay.
So like I know you have to speak, but even here in the Gambia, you know, when you go to the market, and you know, I was even talking to some you in the, like, he was walking and he was like, he come up to me and he was like, have you got, so I'm automatically thinking he wants some money. Right? So I said to him, because I was just walking the dog, and he started speaking, and I said, are you Mandinka or Wolof? And he's like, he didn't understand he's not English, he doesn't understand English at all. So I'm starting to point now. It's like, what, water? I said, the few words I know in Mandinka, I said, Gio, you want water? Water, Gio. And he went, no. And you know what? He went to point to, I said, what is it? He kind of pointed to the blocks. Like he said, to what I gathered, right, he's like a mason. He's like a bricklayer.
Okay.
So I said, oh no, okay. I said, bro, I don't have no money at the moment. You know, I want to do that, but now I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was an unspoken thing. We couldn't understand each other, but we end up communicating, if you know what I mean.
So I know when I travel the various schools on the without saying it, even at the time starting the locks, they would. I opened my mouth. Often thought Rasta. So even though my tone and what I said wasn't, as a Jamaican would say, from a language point of view, they were making associations. So it'd be interesting doing now. Being able to speak on in many of the countries on the continent, whether or not I'd get because people actually pigeonhole how you look, and then they work forward from the, in terms of their initial or something, and that will play itself out you say or how you say it. But no, it's an interesting concept just in terms of saying nothing. So in the last, like I said, last strong, with the silence and saying nothing, there was that reaction or confusion, let me put it that way, in terms of, because people naturally say some things to you in terms of greetings. Often they'll say morning, evening, afternoon, etc., etc. And it's, if I'm just responding with either gestures or just with a nod, they want to engage in, and I don't know whether or not, I would say in terms of sharing the love, but they want to engage. And it's when you don't want to, or you choose not to engage, that's almost seen as an offense. They get frustrated. They don't understand where to place you. So yeah, brother, no, that's interesting. I will still do it when I do my silence in Jamaica, but I will also do it when I travel further afield.
Just because they might think you're mad, yeah. Just try and hold a few more minutes, yeah, before you speak. Just try and hold it. You know what I mean? And
They might think you're mad.
yeah, that's a great experiment, you know.
They might think you're mad.
Yeah, because because like Sister Sandra say, what is man now talk him just want him? It's like, or whatever, that you don't know what they're thinking, but just hold it. That's, I got that from as well. I think that was actually counseling training.
Exactly.
You do some exercises where
I'm holding back in stating this, I'm holding back in stating this.
Go ahead.
This is part of the process. This is part of the process of counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it does, it allows the other person to go to their next level of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's exactly the same with languages as well, because if one doesn't get through in one way, they will try another way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I share.
You understand? So, and children are very good at that as well. Children are very good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They might come to you with silence, but they're observing everything. Right? Until they know what is going. And then what you'll find is that when your back turned, they're imitating you perfectly.
Right. Yes, I come across that in Jamaica, man. But just try and empathize, brother, us with the dumb and the deaf, right? Because they do it naturally, right? They do it. They express themselves naturally because their senses, one or the other, or even the blind, they have to do their other senses. But because we are so used to rely, we're lazy actually, and that's why we don't. I think we don't use our listening skills, verbal, all those things where if you take one of those away, your eyes or your ears or your mouth, you know what I mean? The other senses have to kick in, bro. You know what I mean? They have to enhance. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that's why, I'm not going off kilter here, right? This is why I don't like to chat to you, brother Asta, because you let me chat.
You mean we not cut you off yet?
Sister Sandra, just bear with me for 1 second, right? The ancient Egyptians, right? I don't know if you heard this. There's a saying, a modern saying, but I can't recall it. It's basically, you have two. I think even Jamaica, you have 2 ears for ears and one. That's why you have 2 ears or something like that, and 1 mouth. But what it is, the ancient Egyptians, what I was told by Renoko, and the nose, they believe that if you not because I was saying this, right? People believe that these ancient statues, as soon as they see the nose and other things missing, they say someone sabotaged it, yeah? But what you got to realize, in those ancient days, there was no kind of race thing like it is today. But I think what Baba Renoko said was that they believe that those senses, if you knock them off, in the afterlife, yeah, those people would lose power.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Yes, give
Part
thanks.
part of that as well, right? If you noticed, if you go through a lot of the temples and the different various places, the in the travels in like throughout Egypt, for instance, right? Um, that you will find that there was different religious and society um invaders, and what they would do, they would try to eliminate the existence of the previous owners, right?
Yes,
Right, as they
like the Muslims, like the Muslims.
yeah, as they take over different houses, different towns and cities, right? And in that process, if they couldn't totally decimate those things, they would destroy them as hard as they can. And this is why recently, I won't say recently, sorry, probably about 10 years ago, I heard of this article that they wanted to dismantle the pyramids in Giza, right? You know, the Great Pyramid. They wanted to the Muslim people were
Yeah,
they were looking to protest to actually say we want to dismantle this thing
Because
because they saw
yeah,
huh?
the wicked man, wicked
because
Arabs, man.
Because they saw it as an effrontery towards Allah. So in other words, they saw it as like it wasn't of their faith, so therefore we don't
Mm,
want it on our land.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm
and
talking
and this
even
and
before.
this is
Mhm.
why even in Cairo, because we was there in Cairo, right, and we went there prior to them storming the Cairo and destroying most of the artifacts that were on
Mm,
display,
mm,
right?
mhm.
And then I went again to Cairo, and it was after that they reopened the museum when they replaced a lot of the artifacts by other artifacts which they had, you know. And that was round about that same time of when you had all of these a lot of these Muslim uprising over there, and they were looking to literally wipe out a lot of the things that was non-Muslim. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was the Arab Spring, isn't it? The
yeah.
Arab Spring. Oh, that time.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I won't say yes and I won't say no, but yeah, it possibly could be. Yeah, yeah. So even now we have to be aware of that, because like even here in the UK, right, we have um we have a Sikh who's the prime minister, and then we have a Muslim mayor, right? But the things what they're implementing and they're putting through their leadership, right, is totally contrary to the British culture, but it's also in line with a lot of the Muslim culture, right?
Can I say, brother Asta,
Yeah,
big up to George Galloway. He's actually been on Galaxy, you know.
I know,
Bro,
I know.
he's actually been on Galaxy, you know that? He's been on Galaxy
Yeah,
before, bro.
exactly. He's been here a few
Big
times.
up to George Galloway. Just put a knee, he put what you call it in between, a thing in between a fire in between or something.
Yeah,
They call
yeah,
it put a thing in between the thing,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. He just confused. He just confused them. You know?
Yeah, he's an MP now, isn't he? He's back. He's back in the
Yeah,
back in the
they're
big
just like
house.
threatening, man. They're threatening, you know, because
He's back in the big
when he said
house.
that thing was for Gaza, it's like, wow, okay. Now we think you see how many people, some human beings. I'm not not the mankind, the human beings that were on the planet. They're saying, look, we are not ready. No matter which where them is, right? You can't kill children and thousands of children and murder innocent people. So there's a few people in the UK and other places where standing up, they're protesting, So George is like, him smart, he come and just represent them people, they better give thanks.
So you can imagine now outside his front door, he's got his Palestinian flag in the House of Commons.
Bro, it must imply. It must imply. It should have imply Malcolm X. No, I was gonna say imply Malcolm X's
You know,
security guards, but look what happened to Malcolm, bro.
One thing that I have to admire about him, right, is that when he's speaking, like I've listened to him on various programs that he's been on,
and his wife look good too.
Yeah, anyhow. Right, anyhow. So, but when I've listened to him, right, he is a very, very competent historian, right? And when I say historian, global historian, yeah. So don't think that you can fool him with your emotional. Oh, look what they did to the Africans here. What did it? And he will tell you about the ins and out and facts of what actually happened in the transatlantic slave period, and give you dates, times, destinations, and everything as well. Yeah. So don't come with your weak little. Oh, but we were all slaves. Okay. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Give thanks, you know. So yeah, no. So yeah, great conversation, you know. But I don't want to cut out the Empress, you know.
Yeah. No problem.
I don't want to take too much time from the Empress.
No. We're on 25 to go. 25 to go to the top of the hour, right? So, but we're still journeying through our meditation period process as well, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. So it's been a great meditation listening to you both, you know. So, you know, I had to come with my interjection and start run up my gums and thing and go overboard, you know. So I have to apologize, as Nana Quaker would say.
Apologize. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, man. You're more than welcome, though, when you come here. Yeah?
Definitely.
All right. Right, Sister Sandra. Back to what we were. And if anybody else would like to come in and talk to us, right, is on 0203 289 6504. It'd be good to hear a sister's voice at the moment, because like obviously, you know, Brother Naya and who else we had? Brother Kwame from earlier on as well. So but it'd be good to hear a sister's voice coming out it today as well, you know. And then at the top of the hour, we shall be having our sister an hour as well, right? So anyway, for the meantime, we have myself, Aston, and our sister Sandra, who currently is in the Isle of where you there now?
In Siemens Valley, which
Say that again.
is Siemens Valley, which is part of Catterwood district, close to Moortown, which is in Portland. So you're muted, but like I said, I took a walk. It's about half-hour walk after you've left the road, going up to Nanny's Falls, and it was just a beautiful walk, and standing there and just watching the water flow and listening. It was beautiful. I know they often talk about Dunn's River Falls and climbing up it and all the noise and the yada yada. That does not interest me. Been there, done that. Not interested. Give me Nanny Falls, Reach Falls, space where you can, because even as I was walking, I was thinking to myself, years ago, because of where it's located, a nanny, but all the other generations would have gone there and washed, bathed, stood under that water, communed under that water, and water being such a lifeblood within any part of anywhere you're living. Because over the last couple of days, I visited Clarendon, and in visiting other parts of and prior to that, I visited Black River and St. Elizabeth. So water is just such a vital element in terms of, and for me, just in terms of, and I like the way Brother Naya said, his beach, he'd go down and he'd just watch and listen and get in touch with self and nature. And water does give you that opportunity to do that. It has such power, as well as such an opportunity to allow you just to be with no agenda. It flows, it comes, it goes, but just having no agenda. So yeah, and once the show is finished, I'm going to go down to Rio Grande and just be. Just take the opportunity. You're muted, but magnificent.
You're throwing that in there just to push me on my shoulder and saying,
It's one of the things when I Clarendon went through Kingston, and you just see the concrete, and where I am now, all I can see is greenery. I can see, greenery. Dog was making a noise like his mom's house. There's a bird sitting on the wire. I can hear a cockerel making noise up, so. And it's that element of giving me the space to think. Because when you've got the concrete around you, for myself, with all the various shiny things, such as the cars, or the noise, you don't get to, like I said, just you don't get to do that clear.
See one of your neighbor just come through the door right now. Greetings, brother Icon.
Greetings.
And peace and value. Cassandra, yeah, show off too much. I can't show off too. You know what I mean? But they had a bank green with the nice sunshine. I hear the bird them. Me the cockroach this morning. She's like, wake me up. Now I'm acting at work in front of me. I'm gonna call them and bop up all these things. Sister Sandra, so listen to your brother there. Driving brother Aston crazy.
Driving Aston crazy. Too wicked, you know. You're too wicked. And you know that is emotional for me, isn't it? You know that.
I know. I can hear it, but that's a call and say, no, let me come to brother Aston. That's Sister Sandra rubbing it so badly.
And she knows, and the thing is, she knows what she's doing, you know. She knows what she do. And the thing is, she hasn't mentioned about, I'm just gonna take off my shirt and just go underneath the waterfall. She hasn't touched on that yet.
No. She's warming up to that now, you know. She's warming up.
I'm gonna go back. That was the first time I've been there in years. Because the last time we went there was a group of us from Family Wise, and we did have a cookout there. So we did yam good food, and the children would run up and down.
Quiet yourself here. Sure. You're hearing this now.
Oh God, she getting from bad to worse. I thought she would stop now, but after then she keep going on. She got no mercy for you.
We can't even light a cigarette in a park here, yes sir. And she go cook out.
Oh, wow! I tell you. Yes, my sisters, beautiful to hear the joy, you know.
man.
So, but Hassan, all we have to do, we have to rally up and get you a plane ticket so you can come down as soon as possible.
Listen.
I know the situation at the moment, but maybe we have to just carry the whole team, you know?
Yeah, man.
So you can come and full giant some of
As
these.
soon as I see a way, boy, I'm coming there. I'm taking one-way ticket,
Yes,
boy.
man.
One-way ticket, please.
Yes, man. I don't believe you.
You know, boy, I tell you, and especially that we have done the mathematics, and Africa is only 4,000 miles away, so we don't have to take the 18,000 miles round trip and all them things there. So. Right?
No round, we don't need to go around now. We go straight across.
Let's go straight across.
Be straight. Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. You know.
The Bering Strait. That is it. Straight across the Bering Strait.
Yeah, man. You know, right? Don't worry about no Bermuda Triangle. Don't worry about that. We bust that long time.
Yeah. That for them, not enough for we.
Exactly. I tell you, good to hear from you, though, brother Icon. How's life, my brother?
Boy, I'm feeling the joy now, brother Aston. I'm saying to you, know, sometimes I don't really want to call it to make you ambitious, but I can't really complain. I mean, the weather that you are in, and just as I was saying to you, I am. You know, look at the video and I say I'm going to farming, but it's really great to see that since the time I've come, because I was wondering how green my thumbs is, but the joy of planting things and seeing it manifest, you get that green thumb sticker, you get that green thumb stripe. So I think I've earned that. I've planted things and seen it manifest. So I am officially a green thumb person, I would say.
There you go. As long as you can, let me give you some Jamaican. As long as you can yam your food, that's so you're all right.
All right, that is it. Yes, sir, that is it.
See, I got the colloquial language.
The thing that
you can't fit in.
The thing I'd like to say though, you've only been there a short time, and you've planted food to reap and yam. And that's
the first thing I'm going to be able to eat. But the thing about it, to be quite honest, Santa, there were some fruit trees on the property before, which I've ate from. But for what I've got, what I think I'm going to be eating soon is some tomatoes, because I've went to my neighbors and I've got some tomato tree that was a little bit started. So I've seen 3 tomatoes popped on it. So I think what I'll eat from now, since I've come, is tomatoes first, I think. I know those are very quick to come. So I've seen a few tomatoes on there. So as soon as they ripe, I'm going to take a video of my first fruit that I've planted and ate from. Yes. So
well done, my brother.
That joy. Yes.
Well done, man. Because let me tell you something. One of those things is that how we provide for our family. I mean, you've shared your journey, and your family. You've been blessed that you have your father to share his skills with you, and and then your journey, and you come yourself and you do something yourself, and then you do your journey, and you make the return journey and everything, and you're doing another thing there, so right. But that is the essence of life, man, itself, But at the same time, it's the satisfaction and the gratification of what life gives to you. I know what you make of it.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the best gifts of life in itself. Right? I'm telling you, because there's enough man who are ball right now. They're walking around like zombie, walking up and down High Street to Rockstone. They're walking around like zombies right now.
Yeah.
And all them can say is nothing not go on.
You touch on a very important one. It's top one always coming up soon. But we touch on something. But as I was looking at, there's a little ackee tree on the property that I bought, and when I came, the ackee tree had a soursop tree that was growing from it. Sometimes in Jamaica we throw like the food, you're peeling, you throw it around the tree. So I think that tree came from a seed that was thrown out of somebody putting food around the roots just to keep it. And that soursop tree came out, and I pulled the soursop tree because it didn't really rooted too far down. So I was able to take it off with some root, and I planted it back, and it looks like it's coming back. But the ackee tree that it was on was very small, and I said to myself, this ackee tree is so small. And I swear to you, brother, and since I've been here in December, I've got more than about 12 dozen ackee off this ackee tree.
Why?
And this ackee tree is not being watered because I don't really water it. And I felt so bad. I said, since I've come with this ackee tree, have given me something. And I went the other day and I dig around the root and I've been watering it from there because I'm saying this ackee tree has been so given since I've come here. And I wasn't the one that planted, but from I've come here, it's just been giving me so much ackee that I was able to give so much people.
You better go and do some blessings around that Turok stone, brother.
So when you're talking about the earth is giving back to you, most of us is not even paying attention to see how the earth is giving back to us. And that's that little example I showed you there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what I was saying.
Exactly. Because I've got some seedlings there in my own right there right now, right? So my thing is I do night planting, right? So at night like after like 12 o'clock or so, I'll go and do some planting and that. But I got this big green in front of me, right? So me not tell my neighbor nothing. I'm just gonna go out there, do up my plant them, and then all of a sudden this summer when them bloom out, right? They're gonna say, ooh, do them things there. Right? Simple as that. Right? Let it bloom out. Yeah? Because
But Brother Hassan, funny enough, why did you choose to plant in the night? Is there any reason why you plant in the night?
Because that
I'm going to tell you a reason.
That is the time when the earth is at its resting, right?
Yeah.
And then that is the time when most of us suppose, like if you're doing like collecting herbs and everything like this, right? For instance, if you're collecting herbs like we're in Jamaica there in the Caribbean and things so, you're supposed to collect those herbs, right, on the full moon over that period. That's all, right? Mainly because that is the time when it is most potent. Yeah, and at night again. Yeah, you don't pick it in the day. Yeah.
So with us, and the reason I want the listeners to hear what you just said, because I've experimented and learned that. So I've came here just going off my own knowledge, and I've went and took plants out because I've said I've been going around my neighborhood. I asked anybody if any small trees if they want to donate to me because I'm planted in my yard.
Yeah.
So I'd go there in the morning and they say, okay, there's a tree there, you can take that little one, and I went and dig it out and I planted. And what I've noticed, the trees that I take out in the daytime, morning time, evening time, and plant,
they not move.
they don't come. But you see the ones that I take out in the night, as you're saying, it's like when they're sleeping. So they've gone to sleep now, and then you take them out and put them in the ground. So by the time the sun comes the next morning, they don't even realize that you moved them because they were sleeping.
That's right.
So what you're saying, that process is very good for people who's planted. So you're definitely right. Do it after the sun goes down.
That's right.
And you see a difference with the plants, especially if you're taking a big tree out that's, start growing already.
Yeah.
Big enough, like 3 years old. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fruit tree.
Yeah. You have to respect nature, You have to respect nature. Right. But if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. This is why when you see like people who like farmers, right? They do a lot of overnight cultivation, right? They go and plow the fields at nighttime. Yeah? They go and get the vegetables and all them things there at nighttime. You understand? Ain't no like during the day or anything like that. Yeah? Right, so you might.
Sister Sandra might even tell you probably when the countryside by 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, the farmers are coming back from the field. They don't know what the midday sun catch them in the field, so they're out in the field from like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
and if they're going back, I saw
in the sun when the sun goes down. Yeah,
he was going to, and it was coming up to 4. He was going to start walking. Bush, and he probably before we get to part of book.
And like this time of year now, it's the time when you put your seeds in. You understand, right? And then round August time, that's when you cultivate what you got. You got reap what you got sow.
Well,
right now, go into Sandra.
I know in the past I've bought almanac. I think I'm not sure if it's called the Gardener's or the Farmer's Almanac, and that again talks about provides information in terms of sunset.
You were saying in the Gleaner or something in it?
I saw it. I've not actually seen sells it. normally used to be in the in Porty. We'll sell it.
Sister Sandra? Yeah, and yes, they do sell them. It's a book. I've got one of them. It's called the McDonald's Farmers Almanac. Unfortunately, I don't know why they call it McDonald's, but unfortunately, it's called McDonald's.
McDonald at a farm.
So this they come out every year. They put out a version. So I got the 2023 version last year, but they got the 2024 version out. So you can get that to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know
That's actually a handbook. Yeah.
Best time on and different crops and different food, etc.
See. So, anyhow, we shall rejuvenate this planet and show some love in it too. Yeah.
That is it. But Aslan.
All right then. Listen, I'm coming to the top of the hour, and I know Sister Anoa is coming into the house right now, right? So, summarization, Sister Sandra.
So for me, I didn't hear the hour. Apologize for that. I may have to line because the man's going down to pick up some probably coconuts or food kind. So there's a little bit of background noise. But yeah, for me, meditation and recognizing that there's different levels of meditation. There are different ways of meditating. But what struck me and come out for me is that we all need to be moving into that space of self-directed thinking. And in order to move into that space of self-directed thinking, an element of meditation or being in control of your thoughts and actions is a requirement. So we may think we can't meditate, and we meditate in different ways. So some people, it may be a walking meditation. Some people may meditate in terms of what you see as traditional, sitting down, legs crossed, yada yada. Other people may meditate standing. So there are different kinds of meditation, different levels of meditation, but it should be something that as a group, as an individual, we should look to enhance for ourselves, for our own well-being, so we can clear the chatter from the mind. So that was an interesting conversation that we've had this rising into the afternoon. And yeah, finished off with that thought process of all the beauties of country living in Jamaica in terms of the water and the food, and all that can provide if you're paying attention. So you're muted, but magnificent.
The brother Icon.
Yeah, Raja, brother Hassan, just give thanks for the show today. And then you're talking about willpower and manifestation. And one thing I want our people to understand, you see, a lot of things that these modern Europeans put in place, they say the high things right in front of our face that don't realize, because they always say that we need to have a will and trust. Yeah. And in the word will, it's your willpower, because whatever you will, you can manifest. But one thing I've learned to do, and I've challenged myself, and I've done it over and over, in the same spirit of what Sister Sandra is talking about meditation, because some of our people are very religious and spiritual. Try to do a prayer and try not to use the normal way of saying Jesus or God. Try to use the sea, try to use the water, try to use the sun as your creating force or your omnipotent being, and see if what you wish to manifest is going to happen. Because I'm telling you, I have manifested a lot of things. If you want to use prayer, and I've not used the brother with them called Jesus, nor Christ, nor God, nor Lord, and I've manifested things with that. I've even used my ancestors, my grandmother's or grandfather's name to manifest things that I want, and I've seen it manifesting. So I want my people to try that exercise. And
the journey continues.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man. You know something, I have to say thank you very much, both of you, very appropriately. Brother Naya, boy, big up his status there, so brother, right? Also, Brother Kwame, I say thank you again for your contribution this strong here, so, right? Next up will be our sister Anoa, right? Here on the Blacknificent Radio Show, I'm going to give you one of them, Joseph Hill on Culture. Showtime. Until we meet again, yeah? Until we meet again, here on the Galaxy of We.net.
Play for me a while, play rubber dub style. Oh, it's the music. For I feel my brother just like that. For Jamaica, for I feel my brother just like that. Sometimes I feel like playing for the children. Sometimes feel like playing for the blind man. Sometimes I feel like playing for the prisoners. And for all those who are bound in innocent chains. Let me hear you talk for me a while. Oh, it's the music. Just love Gemini, go play for them. If you love this one, let's play yourself forward. If you love this one, express yourself. This is the music for the prisoner. I'm gonna do it for you. Hey, Mr. Music. Hey, Mr. Music. Mr. Music. like a children. Sometimes I feel like playing for the blind men. You know, oh God, you know. Sometimes I feel like playing for the prisoners. Oh. And for those who are bound in innocent chains. Never get weary, let us rock for the music. Well, hey, 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 it's the music. Hey, 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 it's the music. I won't say another words. I won't say another word. I won't say another word. Jano! 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 Why? From the day I was born, I never see a man discover along the beat. Christopher Columbus, he come from Spain. When they sail him ship, then he come out Jamaica. One go tell the queens that he won't come to summer. But when they think that they was ready to in my voice, say they capture Rasta. And start to voice my life, say they capture Rasta. Afterward, they turn back the ship in Africa. Hurt the ship with the human cargo. Come back and start to work up the cane people. Kill up the cassava and potato and a voice. Say they capture Rasta. I mean, I say, and start to move my life. Say they capture Rasta. You wanna do again? Afterward, you see them send feet to Baba. Say that they come to trim up the Rasta. Trim first and then them ask question. But when they take a start, they was, and I give them in my voice. Say they capture Rasta. And start to voice my life. Say they capture Rasta. He's a Rasta man and only kitty Rasta. Can't get me with no rice and piece of meat. When they cook them meat, say me cook up me item. Can't get me with no one got business. They get a voice. Say they capture Rasta. They get a voice my life. Say they capture Rasta. Can you hear me, man? We don't wanna funniness. No funniness. No funniness. No funniness, but I'm sweet. Come down, man. Hey, hey. Everything gone up. Food gone up. Clothes gone up. Rent gone up. And everything gone up. And everywhere you see I am, you want money. And everywhere you see I am, you want money. Rasta idiot. And everywhere you see I am, you want money. And everywhere you see I am, you want money. You want Felucci pants and Bocas cap. I'll got up on Clark's booty. She want Felucci pants and Bocas cap. I'll got up on Clark's booty. And everywhere she see I am, she want money. And everywhere she see I am, she want money. Rasta must say bang. And everywhere she see I am, she want money. Everywhere she see I am, she want money. Monday morning comes, she absent. Tuesday morning comes, she don't turn up. Yeah. Wednesday evening come, I would eat a little fresh rice because I'm an idolist. Thursday evening come, she don't turn up at all. What a something. Friday morning come when I'm about to get paid. And when I look and put stretch out in the deep, everywhere she see I she want money. What we are sing say? Everywhere she see I she want money. I want to hear it from you say, and everywhere she see I she want money. And everywhere she see I she want money. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you. And Father Man and this, I want you to put your hand together for the man. Hey! Father Man and guitar over there, let me see you put your hand together for the man. Man and trombone, put your hand together for the man. Hey! Oh yeah, I'm gonna see you.